Hi friends, welcome to Kotek Gyan. How are you all doing? In today's video, we will learn about lambda expressions. Lambda expression was introduced in Java 8, and before Java 8, anonymous classes were typically used to pass functionality to a method. So before moving to lambda expression, let's first see what is an anonymous class here. Suppose in my class, I want to implement runnable interface. Runnable is a functional interface here. So let's see what is that. Functional interface is a interface which has just one method, and that method is an abstract method. As we know that interfaces will have an abstract method, so in the runnable interface you have just one abstract method, and that is run. So these kind of interfaces can be called as functional interface, and if it is annotated like this @functional interface, this tells you that these kind of interfaces can be used in lambda expressions. So let's see here. Let's just try to implement this interface here. So you will have to implement all unimplemented methods, and that is run here. So let me just quickly write here hello, and after this what you will have to do, you will have to start this thread, right? And after that you will just have to start this interface, new thread. You will need to use the object of runnable and then start, right? This is how we write the code for implementing runnable interface. If you notice here, this particular method is written inside a block of code, that is curly braces. So anytime, anywhere, if you write some piece of method inside a block of code, you call it as anonymous classes. So this is anonymous class. So before Java 8, this is how we used to write method using anonymous classes. So lambda expression is used significantly to remove all this boiler code. So this code, so many lines of code is not at all required, and you can just use lambda expression and write it in just one single line. So let's see how you can do that. New thread. Okay, in this bracket you will need to add small brackets, then arrow, and then some line of code over here. So this is a lambda expression. On the left of lambda expression you need to give parameters, and on the right of lambda expression you need to use those parameters and do some operations here. So left side is used for parameters and right side is used for operation. So here if you don't pass anything, that will be calling lambda expression without any parameters. So we can do like this. Here what I will try to do, I have to remove all this code and try to do the same thing using just one lambda expression, right? So let's see how we can do this. New thread. Here I don't need any arguments here, so just leave this bracket empty, then expression, arrow expression, and on this side you need to do the operation. So I just want to print hello here like above. So just hello and close this dot start. Correct. So let's run this code one by one. First I will try to run the above code where I'm just implementing using anonymous classes, and just I have started the thread. Let's run this. So you can see hello is printed. Now I will just comment out this code and uncomment my lambda expression and run it again hello. So you can see lambda expression helps a lot removing all these anonymous classes, and then you can just use lambda expression and implement the required feature. Okay, this is an example where you already have runnable interface by Java. What if you have to create one interface of your own? Let's see one example for that too. Let me just remove all these comments here, or let me just remove this code, and let's try to create one interface here, and then we will try to implement that interface. We will see how the anonymous classes are being replaced by lambda expression. So I have an interface print, and in this interface I have one method print number, and it's an abstract method. So this is my interface. By default interfaces are public, so no need to write public over here. Now in my lambda expression demo I will try to implement this interface, and I will do it exactly in the same way like before. Let me just make this So for print we will take object, we will create, then new print, and since I'm implementing this as anonymous classes here, I will write it like this. Okay, and then implement all the unimplemented methods. We have just one print number and integer type is int, so just return, suppose 20 I'm returning. If you have to print something and show here, then you will have to call p dot print num. Okay, so this is for anonymous classes. Now if you have to write lambda expression for the same thing, how will you be able to do that? Print p equal to, on the right side of equal to you need to write your lambda expression, so bracket, arrow, and then you have to remove all this complete code here, right, and write it over here. So you can just do return 20 semicolon and end the implementation. Print number is the only method that is present in your interface. So when you do return 20, it will directly go to print number and instantiate the print number itself. So just use this and try to print it. So let's just run this code and see the output in both the scenarios. So first I'm using anonymous classes and running this code. So 20 is output. Now I will comment out this part and uncomment this part and try to run the same thing. 20 is the output. So this is an example where you see that if you don't have any parameters, how lambda uses this. Now let's see another example with some parameters here. Suppose integer num1 comma int num2, and you have to write lambda expression for this. So pass the two numbers here, suppose 10 comma 50 I am passing, and here 10 comma 50 will go here and as number 1 and number 2. On the left side I have the variables number 1 and 2, and on the right side I will be using these two variables, number 1 plus number 2 if I want sum of these two. Now let's run this. So 60. So whatever values you are passing as operators, you just need to write those parameters inside your small bracket, and on the right side you can use those parameters and do the operation. So guys, this is how lambda expression works in Java, and it is very useful to remove redundant code. One thing you just notice here is normally in methods you have method signature, parameters, method body, and return type, but when you are using lambda expression does have just two things. It does have only parameters and then method body. It does not have return type, it does not have any name. This is how lambda expression works. So guys, please like and subscribe this channel for next upcoming knowledgeable videos. Thank you so much and have a good day. Take care. Bye bye.